shit back. We got it all close. Yep. And we're live. Welcome to another week of the VV Bros.
What week number?
Was it 15? I think it's 15.
I don't know.
I think it's 15. Huge week. A lot of shit went out. A lot of stuff went down, especially prices. Your favorite collectibles thought were out of reach. They're in reach if you got the money to go
If
for
you have
them.
any money.
Yep.
32. What up, everybody?
And of course, this is Benzo's 11. VV Mescal is somewhere lost again. Always, typically and generally start the shows off without him.
He's late, so he's on time. Keeping up.
Yeah,
Consistency, baby.
big week. It was a big week. A lot of shit went down. We started season 4. Got our very first drop, which, as you guys know, it was Thor. How do you feel about that drop?
I liked it. I think the drop is dope. I think the way they look is dope. The ultra rare, the animation, even the secret rare is dope. But I kind of what you said. Kind of expected it to go under. Some of them would, but I didn't think it would last so long before it sold out. Because it lasted for a while. That buy now button was just like, press me.
Well, at first it went away at first at like 8:03. Then the buy now button.
But like
came
even
back
at 8:03, when you're on it, 3 minutes is a long ass time. 180
Yeah.
seconds. Look, Mickey's already been walking around for freaking 120 seconds. He still has another minute before he's at 180. Like that.
Huge. How'd you do on the drop? Did you go for it?
All right, this is the truth. I got 2 right away off the bat. I got 1 and then it was ultra rare, and I was like, all right, cool. I mean, the ultra rare was the rare, and I was like, all right, cool. Then you're like, yo, I got 3. I'm waiting for it. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll get another one. Then after I saw that you got the ultra rare, I was just like, all right, I'll just get another one. I was in Vegas anyway, so I'm like, I'm a gamble, baby. I'm here to gamble this weekend. Yeah, I freaking bought another one, but I didn't say nothing about it because it was a common. Like, I'm just gonna wait it out, see what you guys get.
I hit the ultra rare on my 4th. I actually at the rebound at the 8:04. Well, technically, I guess they won't classify it as rebound since it didn't sell out. And I hit and got that triple digit number 850 ultra rare. I was pretty pumped up. I was fucking like, whoo! My other ones, I was just waiting on one. I ended up with 2 commons and then another triple digit rare. My rare was 270s, kind of a low mint. Right now in the market, it doesn't really mean much, but I think later on in the future it's gonna do it. Now, if you notice on the common, the uncommon, even the rare was below retail. But I mean the rare was a little bit up there though.
I hit the 679 rare. That was the number I got.
Sweet triple digit.
So I was like, all right, maybe this might be a good one. And then my next one was uncommon. So I was like, all right, cool pose. Let's get that ultra rare secret rare. They were still there. So I'm like, might as well just go for one more.
And even the secret rare at the price it's at right now, I still think that one's I think that one's undervalued heavily.
Well, one of the sentiments I started seeing after was like, I saw some dude. He said some dude posted on me on Twitter. I don't know what name it was or what, but he was like, I just sold Thor. It was triple digit SR Thor, so I can go get like 2 other ones that were like, and then one of them that he said I forgot was just like not that big, like he could have went and got that with just gems. Like, why would you sell the secret rare Thor to go get 2 things that weren't really that expensive anyways?
I think I seen that tweet.
I was gonna take a screenshot of it and I butchered it right now because I don't remember which ones he went after.
If I remember.
Which, I mean, either way, whatever, it's a sentiment. But what I'm saying is, people are like kind of like turned off by the 5 variants, or now it's becoming like an argument. I'm seeing like, oh, it's diluted when there's 5 variants of it. It's dumb. Like it's not as important of a first appearance.
Oh, he got F.A. Wonder Woman and then Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, see, exactly. And Timon and Pumbaa's like
Pumbaa you're talking about, yeah.
No, but either way, you get me. Like even F.A. Wonder Woman, what was it? 1K? That's how much you paid for it, or what?
Yeah, I think it was a G.
Right now, how much? How much?
No, it's like 160 or 170 or 180.
You get me? So why would you sell
like
secret rare Thor? Like, I don't know, because it's like to that point. It's not a secret rare Wonder Woman, is it? What is it? What's the rarity of it? What's the rarity of it, Mick? The Wonder Woman.
It's a common.
It's just a common. All right, see, that's what I'm saying. So to sell a secret rare Thor, to go get that one, like, yeah, I gotta go get that one.
I'm pretty sure the Wonder Woman's a common or an uncommon, but I know it's not a rare or anything like, yeah.
And that's one point. Like, either way, where the market's going, where it looks like it's at, like,
yeah, so, for like a Thor FA to be priced where like a Toby is, like we were saying, like, just as far as even just fandom, it's kind of surprising. I went for 5 of them. I was playing that buy now button won.
Yeah,
because I've just been buying gems and just letting them sit.
He's the one who told us that shit.
He's
Don't
like, just
do
let him
it.
sit.
I'm
buy
waiting for
one,
Obi-Wan.
roll the
I'm
dice
waiting
on
for
one.
Obi-Wan. This guy's like, Obi-Wan's
Save money
taking
for
forever.
Obi-Wan or say something, you know. I
Obi-Wan's taking
thought if I
forever.
have $300, you know, 300 plus gems in there, I'll just buy a secret rare, you know, if it sits around that level. But instead, I just kept going for that now button because I was refreshing and it was popping back up. I'm like, here's the secret rare.
That's why I
Common.
just turned it off.
Here's
I was like,
the secret rare.
I wanted to be like, look
Common.
what I got. Yeah, exactly. And I
I
was
ended
like,
up
nah, I'm not
with
doing it no more.
2 common, 2 uncommon, 1 rare, and then I scooped up a ultra rare in the market for $90.
Gems.
So
And that's good still either
was
way.
my pickup because that ultra rare too is undervalued when you look at Captain America, what he was at when the market was up, or even just in general, you know. And that's not even an FA tag, which people put a lot of weight on, but yet that, you know, that Captain America that they dropped where he's full digital, not being Steve Rogers, the Mighty Marvel, that one still performed really good and showed that people will still want him even if it ain't FA. You know, sentiment, people are going to talk crap about certain stuff, saying, oh, Thor didn't look like this or that, but it was an ode to the original Thor from, you know, Journey into Mystery. So, you know, they made him look old school, and 5, 10, 20 years down the line, it'll make sense. Today, yeah, everyone wants, you know, the Thor they're seeing now, you know, in the movies and, the, you know, Ragnarok or whatever it is. But I was definitely thinking Thor would at least hold, you know, retail or around, and then maybe have a little pump like Batman, you know. And I can't, you know, that was my argument even going into it. Like, I'll get them, and maybe I'll be sleeping on it. Because with Batman, I only just got the one, and these guys stacked and ended up paying off. And then with Thor's opposite, I got the multiple. And yeah, crazy times in the market.
Now, this ain't financial advice, but on that common and the uncommon, you should probably stack it. Like I said, not financial advice. I picked up 5 of the uncommons, all under $20, 20 gems, and I have 6 commons, so I picked up 4 in the market, and they're under 20 gems. I believe people are sleeping on this, and that one for sure will pump. You will get a 2x at least.
You think it could be some Marvel fatigue a bit in the app? Like, you get Patrick Hughes, you get other things, and people get excited again. But then you kind of see another Marvel thing, and it's like, I thought people would be satisfied because he's an Avenger. He's a top
the strongest
superhero
Avenger
with a movie coming out. So I was like, oh, this is stack this. Even if people sleep on it, it'll probably double.
There are a lot of people stacking it though. There's one that I seen a lot of people posted. One dude I saw, he had like 50 secret rares and like 30 something ultra rares. And I don't even know what more. I was like, damn, I wish I had the gems to do that. What I think too, it goes into the 5 variants. People are kind of shitting on that, which is changing people's thought process on it. But also, remember how you said the Captain America, where it was, and it kind of pumped really good. Right now, it's hard to get people to even go for the drops because they're like expecting that low repo. You know, the market sell. Fine, it's gonna be cheaper on the market. I'm not even gonna go for it. Okay, cool. But also, since it's so low, we don't have as many active user people buying stuff up right now. You know, such gems are scarcity right now. People are holding on to them for stuff, or they can't sell what they don't want to take a loss. Most people, unless they're completely leaving the app or whatever. So once more people are back in, it's gonna be better that there's 5 variants, and then it's also gonna be like the collector mindset of I gotta have all 5. So now it's just like even the dude who got a common is like might want to go and get those other ones.
This is a time in the market where you can afford all 5.
Yeah,
you know, and not necessarily be a crazy fan of something. Like, who's gonna spend $1,000 plus to do a whole set? Some of these sets when they were dropping were just going for like almost 9 to 10 grand. Like the Disney sets, like, man, when you add them all up, it's pretty crazy. And now you see Thor come out, and I think to have the whole set, you're looking at under $1,000, probably under $700-800, right? Because you got the secret rare that's right around 4. And then the next expensive thing, ultra rare, is like $90 or $100 right now.
Rare for, I think, under $100.
So yeah, I think you're looking at what, $550 to get the entire 5 variant set. Like, all right, just drop one of those. What do you think is going to happen? That scarcity is going to turn people off, you know? And I don't know. I don't mind the five thing. I think it's just the timing of the market. People are just so sensitive because if things were up, they would be like, man, give us some more. Why don't you give us 10 different
But I saw one say, why are there 5 variants? So what? Your ultra rare and your secret rare are animated? Why can't my common be animated? That ain't right. That's what I saw. That I was like, oh, dude, come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Let me give you a like. What are you going to
Because
retweet it? Make you like, what
it
is
makes
that?
them more valuable. It makes them better.
I think this
The
is,
less of them,
dude, with everything going down and with
like
everyone
that
being
rare.
unsatisfied, what do people always want, right? So if you go somewhere and it's like, oh, my fries are cold, what do you really want when you go and play? Give me my money back or give me something for free. Make me feel better. Don't you love me?
Just give me my warm fries.
Don't you love me? No, but people are like they want something out of it, right? So now I feel like people have like this expectation of like what we should have got for Star Wars drop for May the 4th, what they expect for Obi-Wan, and it's like,
Yeah.
give me this. That's why when they put out that even the survey of what do you think it's gonna be,
Yeah.
it just messed with people's heads too because they're like, I want Harry Potter. It's like, it's Thor. What the hell? Thor sucks. Like, no, dude, Thor's awesome.
I want Harry Potter.
And I saw like a meme. I think like Altcoin Daily shared it, and it was about like they're just talking like people get lucky sometimes in crypto, and they mistake their luck for like some type of fortune or you know, like they had some insight.
Yeah, they're omnipotent.
And in reality, they just came in at a certain time where things were really great and they ran up. And then they mistake that as the expectation of what's supposed to happen every time they buy something, every time they get into a new project. They're just like, how come it can't happen like this again? When I first got in, oh, everything was like this. And now being able to witness it as we have too, like you see even the psychology, and we'll get caught up with it. I'm sure as right now as we're talking, you know, a year, 2 years down the line, we're going to want more. Or when things are going really good, the sentiment's going to be opposite, right? Like it's going to be like, oh, this is the future. This is the best thing ever. Oh, we need more drops. Oh, why don't they do this? How come it sucks season 1? Why don't only the OGs got them? Well, you know, season 3, blah, blah, blah. They're impossible to get now. You know, Veve needs to do more additions. Like there was a time where even we were hearing those type of things, you know, we're going to get 100,000 additions on the drop and stuff like that. Like, but no, those times have passed. Now we're at, oh, it's too much. They just doing the cash grab. It's like,
every drop is a cash grab this nowadays.
I mean, that's their goal, is to sell this shit
still
out.
A business,
know?
man.
And they're still selling out. And then all the people complaining like if Vivi's hurting, they're still selling out. All you complaining, all the bitching.
And to the people out there, right? And I've been saying that, I'm going to keep saying it. When Veve wins and when they're selling out and they're making money, we should be feeling good about that, because that's protecting our investment. That's going, okay, this ship is moving in the right direction. The people in charge are making money. We're making money. That right now we're not, right? But no one in crypto is. Like, there's nowhere. There's not a coin that someone bought last week. There's not an NFT that someone did. Like, everything's down. And you know, we're gonna talk about it, but it's probably gonna get a lot worse. So we're just seeing the first things, and I'm seeing it in the market, and I'm seeing it in the feed. People I've been following for months now, turning 180 turns, done with Veve. And some of it is an emotional
I can't take
thing.
This shit no more.
Some of it is an emotional thing, and I get it. And then some of it is really like misery loves company. And then I do believe other people are riding this wave. Like, they know they're going to turn 180 when things are up, but they're just expressing this negativity and they're almost just fueling the fire. And I see some of y'all, man, in the feed, man, people who are pumping Disney golden moments, who are pumping their own bags a few months ago, saying we're going to the moon, and they've completely, Veve is a scam. Oh, these are all worthless. What did we do? Oh my God. I'm just like, oh, bro, if you're dying right now, you don't want to see what's to come. Like, we're not even through it. Like, this shit's gonna get tough. It's gonna get much tougher than this. With you though, the bros are with you.
Somewhat with you. We're gonna go through it, but we ain't gonna be bitching and
Nah,
because it is what it is. And just if you can't seize the opportunity, you can't. But if you can, then grab it, go for it,
and have a strategy. We're gonna talk about that. People will never be satisfied. Very good point. Thanks you, Corey. Corey in the house. Corey Hooper in the house. Shouts out, Corey. It's popping, bruh.
What up, Corey?
So moving on, we're going to touch on that too, and sentiment and stuff like that going down. But we're going to go down the list. The web platform sent out its second wave of invitations this past week. And I got an invitation, and Benjamin got an invitation, and Funk Vision didn't get shit.
I got David U's number. That's what I got. I kicked that boy. I saw him in Vegas.
Said, he didn't have enough collectibles. He wasn't.
They said, you haven't made any dumbass buys recently, so sorry. We don't want you on our web platform currently.
They said it's random, but yeah.
Yeah, I like
us here.
I like the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
it
what are your
is.
first
I like
thoughts
the
on it?
web
What are your
interface.
first
It was
thoughts?
dope. It's really easy to navigate. It's pretty badass seeing them, a bigger size, a full size than just on your phone. But I thought it was dope the way you're able to sort through it. Shows how much OMI you got, even though I don't have any. So it's just like, so I'm like, how do you put the OMI on there? If they fucking showed me, I'd have some right there.
There's a way to transfer it in. I have not really explored the website too much, but I logged on, I got all that done, and it's pretty cool.
Well,
It
he also
seems-
didn't send us a screenshot of the email, so we don't know for sure that he got in. We just know that Ben did
I'm
for
in.
sure.
I'll open it right now. Another thing.
And as was said, he was in right after. Oh, me too.
I didn't want
it.
I didn't want you guys.
Oh,
to
it was
see
in
any of
my spam
info.
folder.
It was. Was it in your spam or in your regular?
My regular.
When you got the invitation, then I checked my spam and I was like, and then boom, sitting right there.
Yep.
I was like, is this a scam? I'm like, damn,
Nah,
I don't want to click this shit. Then you're like, it's legit. I'm like, all right. I was like, let me get on my computer, not on my phone.
It was
But yeah, the web platform looks dope. People I heard saying it's a game changer, all this and that, and it is gonna make things a lot easier, especially if you're a fanatic. Because damn, your hands start cramping up. It sucks to be on the app all day sometimes. And honestly, I've been on my computer less because I'm on my phone more. So this will kind of just be natural if you work at like a computer desk.
Yeah, your
job,
significant other
you're
will be
gonna
like,
right there,
you're
like,
always on your fucking phone. Be like, I'm working, babe. I'm
Yeah.
on my laptop. Look. You're right
It is.
on
It's
the-
pretty dope.
anyone else
Shows
out
your
there
shit.
get the invitation?
What are your names? I don't know any of your names. Or our government names? Corey, where do you work? Government job? You want our names? Nah, Funk Vision 32 on Veve. Look it up.
Here, I'm gonna type it in the chat.
Oh, that's smarter. That's
Yeah.
why he's the guy who starts us late. He's always ready. Always ready. But I have a theory though. This weekend I did not go on Veve a lot at all. I avoided it. Did not
Look me up on IG too. Viva Mezcal. VIVA
Funk Vision 32. Look me up on IG also. Sure.
Blam.
Like our posts. But I didn't go on Veve a lot this weekend. I was in
follow
Vegas.
you back, Corey
and even
Cooper.
from before I didn't have gems, so I was like, just stay off of it. Because again, we have a plan. Oh, I'm gonna have some gems for Obi-Wan. I'm gonna push to the side, just
Yeah.
like I have it then. And then I go look and I'm like, but New Mutants 98, look. This guy put it for 10. I'm like, I'm gonna go just get it real quick. And I ended up wasting gems here and there, which I feel like are still good buys, but I just stood away from the app and then you fools get invited. I'm like, great. The one I'm not an active user
in
this
the
weekend.
future, these little buys that we're doing, like we're seeing, because I bought a few New Mutants 98s because people are putting 13 gems, 14, and I'm just like, damn. So I'm buying them.
See, Corey didn't
Even
get
though I
invited
already
either.
got it, but
It's all good, Corey.
I'm just trying to. I know in the future, having those multiple stacks, I'll be able to sell a few and come up off this low market. Is what I'm saying.
So is that what you're buying? Like comics right now, the stack seems like a good direction to go. Some of them that sat after probably are pretty safe bets that they're gonna just only head up, and if they do go down, they're at $5. They're at $4.39. Like how much lower are they gonna go? Because even like you'll see them at $2.90. Like I bought a comic at $2.95. That's probably the cheapest. Besides like joke ones, you see $1. I've seen people list at $1 before. $5. Like I said on the Eye of Agamotto that day, fools are just trolling the app, putting it for $5. Someone put it for $4, like just stupid shit, right? But besides that, like I've seen comics drop and go as low as about $3 in the recent, and then you see some of at $2.90 something, but it's a pretty safe bet because if you buy something at $4 or $5, it probably won't only going to change by cents. And then a lot of these comics, when things start picking up, are going to be the first things that kind of that floor rises pretty good, like you could get a nice 1-2x pretty quick.
People always want to start somewhere. Especially even series that we have those and everything, like even those little stacks that we have. When we got in, the reason why we spent as much as we did at times was because that's what it looked like. Like, oh man, I better get it. This is a great gem for this because it's not gonna be this low. So what I'm saying
the
is
demand, the FOMO.
I imagine just as many people to make the same mistake we did, that we had to learn the hard way. And that's what's gonna happen, dude. You have to learn. You have to go through these experiences. Being your first cycle, being through that's even when it's up, people are gonna come in and not understand the cycle.
As you say that,
Craven series, I've stacked a lot of them.
He's the
I
Craven
have
stacker.
5 gems. I'm telling
He has
you,
cravings.
that Craven
Donut
series,
cravings.
You said something interesting right
Ice
now,
cream
right?
cravings.
You're fast forwarding to a time in the market where people are going to come in and they're going to want to buy stuff and buy it, and they're not going to know that just a few months earlier, not too long ago, it was at $7, $5, and now they're over here buying at 25.
Or even they do know
$30,
it adds to
35.
that flame for them.
True, but I'm thinking, like, have you looked at your guys' collection and seen like what are those items that are gonna be those quick, easy things to move, and then what are the things that are gonna be like, are you guys holding anything that you think will be over 10 grand in the future? You know what I mean? Like that'll be something not as liquid because you won't want to just move that in one buy. And then even if you do, it's hard even at that time, like to sell at the top, you feel like things are going to just keep going up. And then you realize too, even at that very top, only a few got bought there. So when you say, oh, this thing was at 20 grand, like, yeah, but how many fools really bought that at 20 grand?
Yeah.
A couple people did. And then some people bought it on the FOMO of when it fell. And then its true price is somewhere where we're at, where like now normal people can really consider buying it. Anyway, do you guys have those items in your vault right now that you're like, okay, these are the ones when the things move up, I'm gonna sell them on the quickness. And then these are ones like, damn, this could be worth 5-10 grand, in the future when things pump.
For me, the most part, I'm not looking at anything like I want to sell it unless I got more than one of it. Unless I need it too, and I could get the money, the cash out or something, and I need it. Like, man, this is worth X amount, 5K right now. I have it, surprisingly, whatever the reason. Like, my Steamboat Willie is the one that I still
want to be a collector at the end of the day.
Well, I don't want to be out early because once everything's established, like you said, season 3, season 4 just started, right? And like once we are in season 50, season 80, like you talk about that episode, and then in the future where we're like, victory lap. It's like, okay, cool. I want to be at the point where these things becomes just solidifies, like, oh yeah, that one's just sits there, so yeah, maybe it's not going to go for 20K, but if I put it for 15, I can get rid of it if I wanted to, if I needed to, because the rest, it just becomes the portfolio, because I see this as the long game. I see this as a very long game. If I need to come up on gems real quick, then those are all those little comics that I've been stacking, like here and there, getting 4 or 5 of them.
So then you're not planning on selling for like 10 years?
I'm not planning on selling. Yeah, sure.
20 years.
Doesn't mean my plan won't change, but yeah, I'm not planning on selling until I see the plan. I can't see the path yet. Like as far as like,
hey Corey, you still out there, man? Look, Corey, let me ask you in the chat, what's your long-term? What's long-term to you? Is long-term 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years down the line? Like
I think it's every 5-year assessment for me. 5 years, see where I'm at once I'm 5 years in the game. What knowledge did I pick up along the way? What strategy did I pivot to? Because just last week we were talking about not buying collectibles and going with the comics, and then this Thor, God of Thunder happens, and it's like stack. But the strategy isn't as flawed. It's like it feels like a right
shiny new thing syndrome. I just talked about it, and I just
it's that shiny new
one
thing.
point that kind of disputes that, but just Thor and staying down, that shit is undervalued, and it's not even like shiny.
Corey hodls everything.
Look,
there you go. See, Corey's a hodler. That's dope.
That's dope, Corey. That's what I'm on too. But
I've only made like 4 sales.
Thor is cheaper than Toby. For all the Toby haters, Thor, common and uncommon, are
and that's
both
why we have to
cheaper than Toby.
So do you think it's a Marvel fatigue? Do you think people are just like Marvel fatigue?
Fucking Toby, dude. Like Toby is shitting on Thor right now. That's how fucked up the market is. But how is that gonna stay? Just that's what I'm saying. That's a good stack for easy flip to make some extra gems. So that way you're not putting in as much as you don't have to. If you could just stack that right now. I think that's a safe fucking stack. It's Thor, man. They're disrespecting him on the app. That was cheaper than Toby, bro.
No, but I don't think it's fatigue. I think it's the fact that people want what they want theirs. They want their version of everything now. Everything's the old school to this school to that generation to my generation. That's like how you said. That is not Thor, God, like all this like of Love and Thunder, all that. They want to see the movie Thor to come out and be like, oh, this is the one, Chris Hemsworth. Like, let's go for it. No, when really it's like the classic is dope. You get me? Like I think that's why not just Marvel fatigue. I don't think people have that. If they had that, then no one would go to the movies. No one will go watch these movies. And
I just mean in the app because it's a lot of smaller community than you saying the whole Marvel community. Like if we had the whole Marvel community on the app, who went and saw Doctor Strange was on the app, then yeah, we wouldn't have these problems. But the community is smaller than we, first thought when we're thinking millions and millions of active users.
So I don't think it's Marvel fatigue. I think it's them saying.
But also too,
screw the drops in general.
Shit. Once Thor's movie comes out, it might be too late to stack these. But on top of that, speculation. One more thing I want to throw in because I don't want to forget it. They're speculating heavily. Beta Ray Bill will finally make his appearance.
Yes, you said this one already.
No. But I just want to double back in.
He said it in a
stack that comic because right now that shit is under. It's like it's super on sale. It's only a 10K comic drop. So if you have one, you're one of only 10K people, and people have multiples on that one. Just get it, stack it. That's
Corey answered your question
not
too, by the way.
financial advice, but get that. You might be too late.
No, that's good. That's a good, like, Corey's level-headed. I mean, look, he listens to us. So obviously he's a real smart guy. Come on. But, I mean,
man.
things are about timing, because I don't care if they drop the dopest of the dope right now. Look at what everything's going around worldwide, the economy, markets are suffering. We have crypto with Terra Luna crashing and bringing the entire crypto market down. And it correlates with what goes on in the Veve market at the same time too, because that's what brought me to the Veve market at the end of the day, is that crypto was finishing its bull run and we wanted to move money. People wanted to go and bring their money to something new, And so for people like myself who started selling some of their crypto, I was like, I found this new thing, Veve, that I had heard about a little, and I started.
You said that already.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, until that happens again in the market, we won't see these crazy prices we saw in January. So we have to keep that in mind in our strategy, that there's a bunch of other things going on in the world that are affecting it even right now. Even right now, there's a crazy time for crypto in general, and then you have NFTs and the sentiment, and we see it. We're living through it. There you go.
So
give your portfolio to your kids. That's what he said.
Yep.
What Corey said. Well, that's what, and we're going to talk about some bear market strategies, like stacking, how we're saying, stacking some of these, undervalued comics and the comics that we're really spoiled to get right now, while we can get multiple Doctor Strange FAs, comics, and even America Chavez. She looks like she's going to play. I finally saw the movie, by the way. I finally saw Doctor Strange.
Good. Spoiler alerts. Looks like coming right up.
Looks like she's going to be a big role.
Christopher Walken
in the
MCU out of the Scarlet Witch.
So that might be a good one to stack. I've been stacking that one, the Vengeance #1.
Mm-hmm.
And we're pretty lucky. People are gonna look back at this years from now and be like, man, you were on that app when it was $5. Because
hey, you caught the Wolverine teeth? You know what scene?
No.
Caught it? You didn't catch it? This wouldn't catch it.
It was claws or something, or what?
No, it's when they America Chavez and Christine are running away from Scarlet, and then they hear someone coming. They do the whole thing, and then it's just Doctor Strange running from the hallway. But they set it up like if it was that's Wolverine shit from the movies when he's charging through and breaking through all the stuff.
Oh yeah,
they said it like that, but why? What was the point of doing that? And it's just Doctor Strange. Oh hey,
but they like one of those demons.
No, but nah, dude, because the way they set it up, if you hear the way they do it, is exactly like that. He's charging through the hallway.
You guys want to hear my take on Doctor Strange? You want to hear my Doctor Strange take?
I gotta hear Ben's.
You want to hear Ben's, or you want to hear my? I thought it was cool. I honestly thought like I don't know if it's just like they can't tell enough of the story now in a movie because of Disney Plus, and like you get 7-10 episodes to tell a story, as opposed to trying to cram it in the movie, like, and then balancing like keeping the normal fan who didn't see the Disney Plus fucking films entertained.
Normal fans.
You have to like they try to like balance it as best as they could. And I'm just talking from storytelling place, like as far as the action and all like those moments, oh shit, and all that. I thought they were dope. I was like,
I felt like it was a setup movie, and no one thought it was gonna be a setup movie, and it just opened up the doors to a lot of things.
Overall dope, but I was like a little. Some people criticize it. I was like, I could see where you're coming from. If you didn't keep up with the Disney Plus, and if like you were kind of going for a Marvel movie that you wanted like the classic superhero action packed, funny, this and that. Like it had its moments, but it was definitely more like on a dark witchcraft type of, they went around the Scarlet Witch and try to have
she's just a gangster, and then they can't mess with her.
It was dope though.
On the wires.
So yeah, well, back to the bear market strategies. Let's just say like certain scenarios can play out, and I'm not gonna act like I know, but you have to, if you're strategizing, you do want to things happening. You don't want to get faked out. Obviously, the sentiment right now is we're down and we're probably heading lower. We see people in the feed talking smack, people turning their back, and that's going to be a serious thing. People struggle to pay bills. People struggle to do certain stuff.
Your boy Veve going at it with Veve.
Yeah, saying he's going to sell all his things and all this.
He said he got blocked too. He got blocked by Veve official on fucking Twitter.
Well, that's crazy. All right, well, you see stuff like that, and like we haven't seen the worst of it. That a scenario that could
you ain't
play
seen
out
nothing yet, kid.
Is that Bitcoin goes even lower, which affects this NFT market. And like I was saying, people struggling to pay bills, people struggling to do regular stuff, and they're not going to be able to fork up the cash in this. And what do you do then? Like, is right now the best time to be buying if we're even going to go lower, and having gems is probably the best strategy so that you can really buy the bottom, so you're not crippled and all your money's tied up? Or is it good right now to just be stacking this entire time, because we could see a turnaround in the short term, some type of bull fake out? Because I believe we're going down no matter what, but it wouldn't surprise me either if sentiment changes, because it can, and things get cheap and we see a nice little run up again, little dead cat bounce or whatever, and things come up and then come down.
Already seen
we kind of did. That's out.
I think we already seen it. Anyone who's selling off, I think you already sold off. I don't think you want to sell off right now at these low prices. I think that's what drove it down, was the sell off. I don't think anyone's trying to sell off right now. They're waiting for that pump, or they're going to try to push that pump. Anyone, even if they're like, I want out of the app, they're going to want to get their bang for their buck. They're not going to want to just sell at these low prices. Even I think the people who had those gems that they bought off app, that they got for a cheaper price, they're still out there, but I don't think they're trying to sell at this price. You see people getting desperate right now.
No, that's why, dude. Even
let me take on this question from Corey. He says, what are your feelings about a potential rug pull with Veve? I don't think you can ever doubt it out if you're just being a healthy skeptic. But for me, I see the IPs, I see Disney, and I see like real like digital property. They're signing away, like Lucasfilm and all that. Like, yeah, I can't really see this being like a Fire Festival situation, like I really don't. But you never know. You can't count out that 1% or whatever percentage you can. Be mindful, be safe too. That's an argument people are saying right now. They just barely thought of this. I'm seeing it in the feed where they go, do you realize in a few years everyone will be making NFTs and all of these will be worthless? Like, no, that is a real possibility. Disney makes their own and all this. So you have to factor that in. Will these things be worth that much 20 years from now if we have a big transfer of, who's making these 10 years down the line? This could be a great 10-year play, and then the metaverse being the bigger thing. But Veve, as far as like the first store to drop these digital collectibles, it isn't as cool later. It's Blockbuster of the blockchain. Like, they used to be the shit, and that could be a real thing. So you want to factor in these scenarios in your decision making and think in terms of a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're not talking that type of comparison as far as Blockbuster, because it's like, yeah,
but hold on. As far as a rug pull,
the price,
you can't call it out. But I'm gonna say, Corey, I'm pretty confident that this isn't a rug pull.
And if there is a rug pull, you can come out in our movie that we make shitting on David Yu that gets picked up by Netflix, and then we make our money back that way, and we just completely tell the story of how how many times my girlfriend was mad at me for coming home drunk on Wednesday, and for what? For the rug pull? He took my money. He took his girl. They're gonna have our back on all of that. It'll be different ways, but it's all good. We'll just see. Like, it's not why the speculation doesn't matter, because if you're already in.
Even like my girlfriend's company, they're a company called Farfetch. Look them up, right? They're like the Amazon for like high-end luxury brands. So they host a website, blah 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 blah. They're like a unicorn company. They made a bunch of money before they even went public. So they went public. The company was killing last year, like most companies were, and now they're down, whatever. My girlfriend's done like 2 metaverse and NFT tutorials from her job, mandatory meetings that they do. And it's just company coming through. So companies are hiring third-party companies. Companies don't have their own metaverse NFT team. They're not paying no one to do this yet. But they know, the CEOs at the top and the people who are, they're already chirping and knowing we need to get educated in this. We need to bring people in who know more about this and can teach us, because the future is headed towards this way, where our customers are going to be, interacting the way they do on Instagram, the way they do on Twitter, but in a digital, digital marketplace, a full immersive digital marketplace, the metaverse. Essentially, Instagram's a metaverse. You never been to Instagram. I've never been to Instagram or on Instagram as an app, but
You're not in Instagram.
you're not in. That's all it is, right? Well, if Instagram was a place, you know, motherfuckers spend a lot of time there. They spend more time there than they do in real life in a lot of cases. You know, a lot of people really do. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm invested towards, and I look at as a real sign as I see that with my, you know, and with my girlfriend stuff. Like, if they're doing it, they're a rich ass company, then we're on the right path. And then I'm the expert. They're teaching them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Oh yeah, and this, you know, so that's listening. I'm just like, yeah, that's like the fact that they're thinking insurance companies, record companies are all going to be NFTs. They're going to be written on the blockchain, and they'll be property. They'll be digital property that me as, you know, as a person, I own these things, and it's just more efficient. It makes more sense. So that's an even under layer of even what NFTs can become, you know. So I got some confidence. I don't think this is a rug pull. Sorry for that.
I don't either. I really, but it could be. Like, this shit might amount to nothing one day.
Know the risk.
It might. But I say chances
Life's a risk, carnal.
Chances are stacked against that. I think this shit's gonna be successful. Look at the IPs, man. Look where Mickey Mouse is coming out on. Like, follow Disney, man. They know how to make money. If you're in it for money, but either way, like, just holding on to certain things. I just completed my lenticular card collection. I have all 6 now. Was able to cop Goofy.
Master collector status.
Yep, it was a huge buy. I was pumped up. I actually hit ultra rare on that Iron Comic, so I flipped that right away.
Sleep, dude. I got woke up at 10 a.m.
I sold it for 107 gems. Coincidentally, I was watching Goofy all morning that day, and these people were in a floor war, trying to set the floor, like, you know, just flip their shit fast. They're trying to get rid of it. I could tell. And this one chick, I forget her name, but she got tired of it. She cut the floor down by 30 gems. Went at 420. Everyone else was at 450. I pulled the trigger. Came up. That
was the last one you needed.
The master collector, Mr. Benjamin, or ultra rare Ben.
Ultra rare, yeah. I got hit that ultra rare and I flipped it. It feels good. Honestly, I don't got to worry about looking at the market every day
Ben.
for that lenticular.
That might be the worst buy you've ever fucking done. No, just playing. What if Goofy goes 50% down even from here?
If it goes 50% down, I'll consider getting 2 collections, because that'll mean everything else is down too on those lenticulars if Goofy's down.
That's a smart play at that point.
I ask anyone out there in the chat, I'll ask you guys, if we do go lower right now, as you see collectibles,
can you go? Yeah.
How low can we go? Like, give it a percentage. Go.
From where we're at right now?
Fucking answer the question. Percentage. Give me the
35% lower.
35%.
35% lower. You can give me a fucking number.
Depends what it is, but I'd say at most for some of them 50%. At most.
Really just depends.
50%?
The most, though. Yeah, I think we're already really low.
I'm gonna say 49.9. Sir. Like the price is right. How much? $5. $5.01.
Yeah, I hate those guys. Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm thinking about another 50% correction will be like max pain level. And that's when we'll really see people dump. I mean, and then we have MTL around the block. And then we still have the Obi-Wan drop on June 27th that we're all looking forward to. And I'm pretty sure they pretty much guaranteed. But will that crack? That's perfect segue into the next part. Obi-Wan might be on the way. We say might, but we pretty much know. Will we crash even lower? How much lower we go from that event? Or are we already low and people are like, it's on its way, but we've been selling out for a few weeks on this.
That's what I think.
And that's why we've been holding off on Thor. That's what all of this. And boom. It saves the day.
I think that we can see lower numbers for the bigger items. I see that. I feel like there's people who have probably multiples, and maybe they'll decide, all right, yeah, this is worth me getting some gems out of this because I have 3 of this, whichever one it is. I have 3 of these ultra rares. So I might as well get rid of one.
Yeah, because if they sell now and it's 50% correction, you could buy 2 at that true bottom. Mm-hmm. So you're still in a position, even if you sell right now, if you believe we're headed that much lower, which has been a gamble. But if you had believed in that end of February, you'd be good right now. End of March, you'd be great right now. If you had sold your whole collection at the end of February. End of March, end of April, even if you didn't believe it, no way we go lower. No, we're even lower now than we were at the end of the last month that hurt so bad. So it's kind of a gamble to play. But if you're believing it now, that's what scares me about the sentiment.
All right,
Sometimes.
but correct me if I'm wrong on this when it comes to the drops. Like besides it being like a golden moment, right, where they were dropping two of them, it's two, they're like their actual size and it's them. In what scenarios have they dropped different characters, but they're not like Mighty Marvel or villains or like they're not necessarily they're not all the actual collectible, like like the live human one or whatever it is, like the exact replica of it.
Well, it's when they drop like an entire collection or like an entire brand, or when they just drop one character.
Well,
So
I guess the
depends.
Cartoon Network ones they did it like that, but it's there's cartoon.
No,
it was
but
still,
it's
like,
because they dropped Powder Puff Girls.
uh-huh.
They didn't drop just Blossom.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Or something like that. So when they did the hoverboards, they did all the hoverboards. They didn't just do Marty and then they did Marty hoverboard. Like
That's
Marty
why. So could we see a
hoverboard,
Star Wars drop where it has Vader, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan? You give me like, would they do it that way? Because even on the like
Man,
the
if they do one of
Vanity
the
Fair
little
on the
ones-
Vanity Fair cover, only you sent me it, right? You sent
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So on that Vanity Fair cover, like it has all of them on it. So like if you just grab one character from each of the newer movies or the shows they're making,
But they
and stuff,
don't do that. They
that's,
don't.
That's
like,
what I'm asking. So then what's the alternative then? 5 Obi-Wans, different poses.
or
You give me like that's my question.
or they do
because
they
that
do
dictates.
statues from the series.
Oh well, what about
'Cause
Moon
they
Knight?
had that-
What about Moon Knight? What if they do a double drop where in the morning it's Obi-Wan with the rare and then the ultra rare or secret rare, and then they do Darth Vader for the next one like they did with Moon Knight.
I guess that would be a
Did an 8
possibility.
a.m.
Yeah.
and then a
That'd be
12
pretty
p.m.
dope. Yeah,
did
just the two different
They're the
ones.
two main characters.
And his main, and the one that he
That's
does
why
is
Ben
like,
works for Veve. That's
that
why he got
shit's
the invite,
cool.
dude.
Yep.
That's why he got the invite, and you did.
Might be that because it's Disney Plus. It
I
follows
still
the
haven't
same-
seen your
It's
invite
a Disney
nor
Plus
a
show. It
picture of
follows
you
the
using
same
it.
type of drop. They
Trust
did
me
that
on
for
that.
Moon Knight. It could
I
be
don't
that.
trust him.
And then one criticism I seen just going on the Marvel drops was someone tweeted that they're fucking all their collectibles of superheroes that don't wear a mask are trash, like the face on Thor, because he didn't have eyes at first. The common. I don't know if you guys seen that.
I saw that
Did
there was
you
a
guys see
problem
it?
with that. I didn't see what the
Yeah,
problem was.
after they fixed it, because if you went in, like he
He-
had eyes.
0 eyes?
Yeah, it was just black.
That's cooler.
On the
They're fucking
comment.
stupid.
He had no
They should have
eyeballs.
said so
He
they
had
could
no
be like,
eyeballs. That shit
I
looked
got
funny
that
as fuck.
Thor, that eyeless Thor. You know,
He's
got
like,
that
don't
eyeless-
trip. We'll put them eyeballs there when we get back.
It's like
Just
a
painted over his
misprint
freaking
NFT.
eyelid. That's the cool one.
When Veve wins, we all win.
I got
It's
that.
not a
I got that
rug pull,
Electra
promise.
with 3 nipples. What's up? You want to check it out?
If Thor would have dropped in January, that fool could have no face. People would still buy that shit. It'd be on the market right now.
No, it would have been. That's why they would have been
The
egregious.
common would be 150 right now in the market.
So that's the part I'm talking about when it comes to people start pulling catalysts out of the ass, and then when something goes up, if the big things go up, the small things go up, even if it's just a little bit. So when it comes to stacking where you're at, like, my strategy in this whole
I
thing right
bought
now.
a rare Human Torch for $210 when the market was up, and it
Uh-huh.
wasn't even at super peak. It was like
$40.
But you were like,
It's
bro,
for-
he's gonna be able to fly
It's
when they
40
make the game.
40 gems.
He's gonna be able to throw fire.
yeah, I'm
like,
like if they gamify it, he's gonna be like a
anyone who
popular-
has who
and then
shoot,
even some fools like, oh, if you have Marvel, the Marvel Comics #1,
He's 41.
and you could display it
to
in the
be
vault,
exact. 41.
then you're
gems.
gonna want to have the Mighty Marvel next to the comic, and there's like half of the amount of Mighty Marvel if this becomes a thing. And when we have 10 million users, this will totally be a thing. And I'm like, word. When we got 10 million users, this fucking thing's gonna
he's
be
like
worth
that. Niggas
thousands.
like, niggas like that doesn't make any sense.
Mr. Fantastic's back to retail price. Shit.
What's that? 13 bucks?
gems.
Damn. You know why? Because that fool got merch so easy. I was like, you know what?
I'm murking them in the app too. I
Look,
bought them. I bought
wait,
Mr.
real quick,
Fantastic
Real quick,
at
on that
25
on that
bucks when I got
look,
on
in
the
that
app.
Dark Strange movie, real quick.
Then that fool went to like 60. I
And-
sold them.
In the Dark
And
Strange
now he's at
movie,
13.
the most important part of it, no matter how whack that movie was, is that they completely established all of these characters, and in the different universes they
Damn.
exist. So now it's saying that
So
the
Vivi's like,
Fantastic Four
look,
does
every
exist
Mighty
here.
Marvel we drop is gonna get killed by the Scarlet Witch, pretty much.
And then they're gonna make the Mighty Marvel.
Nobody
Scarlet Witch.
buys the Eternals though. I mean, there's a shitload.
Everyone's wait. I would say this too. Everyone's talking about Star Wars, right? And we've had what 2 comics and the Thor since season 4 so far, right?
Also,
What's the
we've
announcement
only
tomorrow?
had
What's the announcement
we've
tomorrow?
only had 6 drops in
And-
the last 2 weeks.
All right, and think about
That's-
this.
that's
So
not a
they
lot.
just dropped Thor, and no matter the sentiment, for us, we realize that that's a significant drop for a first appearance for who it is. Like as far as like even in the movie, universe. He still has
It's a good
a couple
bet.
movies. Yeah,
It's a good
exactly.
bet.
So everyone's anticipating Obi-Wan.
To
But
stack.
what else are we gonna get? Because it hasn't been, no matter how up, how down, it hasn't been just two decent, good ones this month. I was like, nope, those are at least 5 that were like felt good, or like you could still see the value in them. Because even last year, Patrick Hughes and all that, not a lot of people got it, but they recognize that's like be a good one. It's gonna go up. It's gonna be a good hold, and they dropped a lot of good
It
ones.
looked
Like
dope, and if you did your research, you knew it would be valid.
that's why. So this month's already halfway gone. They're gonna bring the heat, bro.
That's all they need. All they need is an Obi-Wan drop, and it'll be like with the comic. If a comic
But
could
we're
do what
gonna
it did
get something
for 1
else.
week, things were great on VV once again. For 1
Buzz
week,
Lightyear, friends.
Man.
What's the Pixar pals? Buzz Lightyear. Watch the announcement tomorrow, 12:30.
why this month?
Huh? Because they said
When's
so.
this
Because his
movie
movie's
come
coming out. His
When's
movie's
this
coming
movie
out.
It doesn't come out yet.
It comes out.
When?
It comes out in June. Comes out in 3 weeks. Look it up. I already have
Damn.
tickets.
I just want to say Electra's so trash. She's worth $10, 10 gems right now.
But do you have the 3 nipple Electro? That one's worth
Yeah.
money. Real
What
money.
if
not
I
just
told
gems.
you one day Electra will be worth $200?
I would say you already
I
got
say
that.
you're full of shit, and that she's trash, dude.
It's gonna be an ancient artifact. They're
matter.
gonna, dude. Disney's gonna buy. Marvel's gonna buy back from
That's
you.
not-
Like we gotta get these shits off the grid. We'll
I
buy them
know.
all up. you can
They're gonna
turn them in.
upgrade her.
They're just gonna fix her face. So like after so many years, it'll be like an inside joke. We finally fixed Electra, and they're gonna make her face is gonna be the real one, the chick who played Electra in the movie. There, you're now happy.
Oh, they have to
check
make a
this
movie.
out. Where we at? Where we at on the list? Top
Dude, it
Gun
comes out
on
June 17th. Hey,
Recur.
Comes out June
Yes.
17th. The Buzz Lightyear movie.
Is it June?
June 17th. I'm
Oh,
telling
it's
you.
May.
So with that Top Gun
June.
being
We're
out,
in May. We're
the
in
Top
May.
Gun
Yes.
NFC that you would get if
We're not gonna get that one
Tomorrow.
pretty unclear. So basically, Recur did the same thing with AMC that VV's doing with the Jurassic Park movie, but it's a little bit different. So I didn't get no notification with the Jurassic Park when I did on my AMC app. It's because I'm a Stubbs member. It like popped up right away.
He's a stud.
It said it, and on the actual description, it said Stubbs member, not Stumpy.
Stubby. He's Tubby.
What I'm saying is,
He's a Tubbs
it said it
member.
in the description. You can collect your NFT on the VV app. You have to download the VV app. I didn't get any type of thing. I just happened to stumble upon it on Twitter. Then I looked into it, and apparently they sent that out like around the 6th of this month.
Mhm.
And it wasn't, I guess it didn't make big noise. And following the thread on Twitter, people were just shitting. I'm like, oh, I was gonna get it. I thought it was VV, but then I seen it was Recur. So they just
Well, 'cause they don't want to buy the pass.
and
That's
no,
why.
people were like, do you have to have the pass in order to do? They're trying to add like AMC to get an answer, but I never seen them answer them. But yeah, they did the same thing now with the Top Gun NFT.
Recur
How
pass
is that
right
work?
now. You know how much it's going? Look it up. $5.
I don't even know
It's
where
not
you
$5
check it at.
He's full of
It's
shit.
$5 for a Recur pass right now.
If it was $5 for Kirk
Nah,
pass, you would have
it's
20
not.
of them
It's
already.
it's like at 150 or something.
Show us. Where do you show?
It's
on
pretty
your-
terrible.
your Recur member?
Recur market.
It recurs to me that
Like,
you paid $500 for your Recur pass. Yes.
damn, the website won't even load, bro.
And to all my
Bad.
back hell people, the market opens up on the 28th,
You're
That's
gonna
also
get
be the-
butchered.
29th.
$122 for a Recur pass right now. I paid $550 for mine.
In a steal.
Different time in the market.
He was very quick for
It
that
pumped
one.
to 850 or 900. So
Mm-hmm.
again, we saw it all go up, and now we're watching it all come down.
Well, I don't get that part.
But
about
it was
the
funny
Recur
because they
pass
used to
like
call
me.
Recur the VV killer.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything about that. I was checking it out. Just
Yeah, they used to
looking
call
at
Ruben
it,
Patterson the Kobe
and
killer, Kobe
the
stopper.
stopper.
And look,
But now I
couldn't stop
checked it out. I don't see what I don't see what the hype was on the Recur. The fact that you could cash out, I guess, in with Ethereum, and I forgot what other cryptocurrency you're able to.
People
cash out
might
to.
say the same thing about the Bat Cow one day.
Yeah, maybe.
They might. Or they might not talk about it
Maybe.
anymore at all.
I think he kind of. He kind of is not even the same thing at all. This is a project.
How much you pay
That's just one thing. Yeah, not 550.
I don't hate on Recur. I don't
Not
hate on the back
550.
cows.
and I don't hate on.
I don't
the
hate
hero
on fat
cards
cows either.
way.
I don't hate on
But
any of the
I'm just
cows.
saying.
Doesn't matter to me at
This
all.
is one day when when he has to eat
He's
crow,
mad he
I'm
didn't
at-
have the
when I'm
300
able
for
to
the
flip,
fat
when I'm
cow.
able to flip that back cow or do whatever I want with it.
I'll sell my recur pass. I bet you I'll sell my recur pass for a profit. I bet you that when the cycle comes back around, everyone's back in NFTs and recur drops the first.
I bet
whatever
you
it is
won't
to the
sell it,
blockchain,
and then
the-
it'll
I
go-
think they already
Yeah.
dropped the Star Trek and they didn't do shit. It didn't even sell out for days and weeks.
None of that matters.
But
This
if
is
it
all.
was January, it would have sold out in 5 seconds.
But if we all talk about like hodling and seeing where things go,
We sold
like,
out Matrix
do you really
NFTs.
think it's
We
gonna
bought Matrix
crash
NFTs
and
for
burn?
$50. Sorry.
do you think it's gonna crash and burn? Do you think Recur is gonna crash and burn?
No.
Right. I know it's not a rug pull because Gary Vee's tied to it, right? And he's not gonna shit on his
Maybe.
whole
Kind
side
of.
establishment and
Gary
everything. Like,
Vee's not tied to it.
no, he's
He's
not.
not.
I thought he was. No,
He
No.
just owns some.
he owns some. All right, cool. Well, whatever. Same thing, right there. What?
Nah.
I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. I didn't have money to get into Recur. I didn't have money to get into fat cows. I didn't do either. So I'm just worried about my VV shit and not worried about that.
I
for
worry
now.
about my VV shit too.
I'm just gonna stack gems, and when I can, if I see something that's low enough, because
No, Ronnie's checking in, and he said like people slept on VV in the beginning too, and that was the opportunity that Recur offered. If they drop Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first ones on the blockchain, and you can sell them on OpenSea and all that first, then I don't care what marketplace has it, those NFTs will probably do well, And if they drop now, they'll probably get butchered too, or they'll sell out because they're the first ones, but they wouldn't do as good as they would months ago, And there'll come a time and place in the next bull
but
run.
then people will be mistaken for not doing it, right?
Yeah,
like if they said,
that's
"Oh, you
it.
can mint a
It's easy.
TMNT and it's gonna be in a certain pose that's just yours. It's unique to you. You're the only one who owns it." But we're gonna, like you said, open up 100,000, right? 100,000 possible that you can do it. They only get 30,000. Those 30,000 people are gonna be lucky in the future when it comes to having those. Like that's how
Corey
I
asked,
see it.
What other NFT markets do you guys dabble in? Like I said, I got the Recur Pass just kind of like jumping into other projects during that time. Cisco got some HRO, some hero cards
I
right
just
here.
got them right here. Got this pack right here, man. Got fresh
Benjamin got the back
pack
cow.
right here, man.
That's pretty much it. I
Yeah, but
made
I
a few
paid 58.
NFTs. I got some stuff on OpenSea. Yeah, I haven't really collected anything else. I just got into Veve.
Vivi's just easier. I stumbled upon HRO and I didn't even know it was hero. I kept calling it hero. And I was like, it's HRO. And then those hero cards. I was like, oh, all right, cool. I guess. Like, I had no idea. Then I saw someone open the box. So if I open, I know how not to show you the scan. Like Ben's showing you, and you steal my whole pack. It's very it's not scam proof. You gotta watch it when you're opening your. I guess if you flash the code, they pause it and they go steal your damn card online.
Corey, don't steal his card. But don't worry.
It's on the front.
My computer's like
Nah, I'm just fucking, it's
12
just
years
on the front.
old, and so that's why it looks like we're
Nah,
filming this
I'm just
video in
fucking with
1992.
It's gonna be in the cards. But yeah,
Look, man, we in it now. This is the end game now. It's like when Doctor Strange told. Oh, anyway, you know what I'm saying about Doctor Strange? That fool just became a fucking babysitter, dude. First they give him Spider-Man. He's dealing with these kids. Then they give him America Chavez. He's like, it just seems so awkward. That's one of the things that I didn't really like about it.
why you
Like,
want him to fuck her? Like
no
the sexual tension was getting to me.
No, it wasn't like that. It's just like Doctor Strange just seems like he should have a better fucking storyline than babysitting kids. Like,
Well,
they
dude, that's
could've-
what we were
they
trying to
could've done it
say
a little- I
subtly
don't
without
know.
saying it
I don't
last
be like,
week.
you should have done it this
No,
way. I'm
but-
just saying that's
no,
one thing.
but
I was
what-
just like,
That's what we were trying to tell you
Man.
last week without telling you when you were like, we can't talk about it because they're so powerful that their fight had to be so instant. She had to just murk people right away because she's like, you can't really fuck with me, so there is no fight scene we can do that's
but them
realistic.
fools in that dimension were just arrogant or they're just whack. Because
Yeah.
how did they get killed off so easy? Mr. Fantastic just gets freaking twizzlered out. Like I get that she's that powerful, but
that
they
was
didn't
her
respect
being that was her being
power.
unreasonable. That's why. Fool, you didn't watch it or what?
Spoiler alert: Scarlet Witch murders everyone.
And Christopher Walken is her father.
Late. We already knew this shit.
I knew that happened before I even saw the movie too. That's the thing that sucked. Even
You
before
didn't
you
know.
fools told me.
You didn't know
Yes,
she murks
They
Professor X.
gave it away in the preview.
You didn't know she
Not the way they
murks.
did it
Hey,
like
Ronnie,
that.
look, Ronnie paid
Captain
800 for his
Carter.
recur mix, so
Huh?
Ronnie
Alright,
paid
Ronnie.
800 for his recur. So that's fine though. This fool was gonna get it too. He wanted
Yeah,
to get it higher. He's like, I'm gonna get another
Those
one
are
right
good
now.
person. I'm
I'm about to
shitting
get
on it
another one
for-
right now.
'cause
Oh, Ronnie
talk
got one.
shit to him.
Ronnie
'Cause
got
he
one
gives
at
me so
hey,
much shit for
Ronnie.
buying back out.
It's all right, bro. We good.
I'm just jealous you had the 800 to spend, Ronnie. I didn't have that shit.
Recur, the back cow's cool, but it's like one thing. Recur's a marketplace. It's like, you're investing again in
backhoe's not one thing.
like
it
if you're
transforms
just
every 2
investing in
weeks or some
Veve,
shit.
you know. Although I thought the recur pass would be a little doper, that you'd be able to, you know, get exclusive drops or get in way before everyone. But I guess that'll pay off down the line when they're more sought out. But right now it's like, oh, it's so cool to get a pass for something that isn't gonna sell out. I haven't messed with the NFTU, none of that stuff, dude.
Whoops, sorry.
I kind of just sat on the pass, and I was about to buy another one right around 400 again when it dipped. Glad I didn't. I might pick another one up though. Why not? I'm telling you, these things will.
Why not?
These things
Might as well
will
just buy
move
a
one
back
day.
cow. If they're gonna be as cheap as you say they are.
I don't really like the back cow, dude. That little purple mask thing, gray thing you got. I don't know about that.
They're all
That was
purple?
mine. That was mine.
They're all no
Oh,
purple.
well.
And then
Oh,
yours
there's
is
like
of a
no,
cow,
mine's
though, right?
different.
It's not a bat. It's a cow, right? That's what you guys talking about.
Who's talking about Thor's face? But this fool bought a fucking digital fucking cup. It looks like a mug or something, you know.
And it comes with and has a case also.
See, Ronnie, fuck recurrence. That's exactly why I say that shit. You know, this bastard right here.
Well, he's
Just shitting on
I've
it.
yet to buy
Like I
anything
said,
from Recurrent.
time will prove it. If it doesn't do good, don't do good. If I don't get good
Veve-
utility, I don't get good utility.
Veve is so powerful
We shall see.
that it made people like me and Ronnie buy recur, thinking that, you know, that's
blame
success.
Veve
I'm
for
blaming
your
Vive's
shit.
success as saying like, no, it's like, you know, like how do
No,
I
we're
put it?
hearing
Like,
you. Well, go ahead.
you
He's
know,
gonna sue David Yu for making him buy a recur pass.
no, it's like you fucking like
It was your fault.
got a dope product. You know what I
It
mean?
was
Like,
you.
how could I explain it? It's like,
Explain it how you did when you were trying to get us to buy one.
Somehow when he saw a Veve AMA, he went about a recur pass.
this is how I thought of it.
Fucking
Hey,
chain
remember
reaction.
when
This
MC
happens.
number one was, you know, $5 in the market and no one wanted it, blah blah blah. Now Vive's fucking, you can't get shit.
Yeah, but how
Well,
many people
if
were on the
recur-
app when
I
Marvel
know, but
Comics
I'm saying
were
my
released?
logic was, if recur has that type of effect too, where we're early birds and we're able to buy, like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has Hello Kitty and they're just on the market available, and you could
What
stack
have they
them.
dropped?
They only have Star Trek, these NFTUs, and now apparently Top Gun. That supposedly they got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For sure they got Hello Kitty. That's already been announced. And Hello Kitty's what I think like top 5 IPs in the world.
Do you remember Top Gun, the movie?
Shit, Top Gun, yeah, I do.
Do you remember, besides the fact that Goose dies and then they sing Great
They
Balls of
sing
Fire,
that.
besides those two scenes, do you remember anything else? Like, legit.
No.
Yeah, I saw the preview.
I'm gonna watch it again.
No, no,
Remember
because I
when
saw.
Goose is dying.
I remember that scene. Goose
Takes
dies.
his mask off.
I remember it goes.
Yeah,
Great Balls of Fire. I remember that, right? But like, so they saw the preview for the new one, and just this was the old cat, and he's just doing he's showing like he's coaching them, the new freaking pilots and shit, and he's killing them. Like, oh, that's a kill, and they're trying to beat him. Did they get push-ups every time they don't kill him? Then it shows like little war scenes, like if they go to battle or something, right? But look, though, the preview was, I was like, what the fuck was the first movie about? Like, I don't remember exactly what it was about.
Yeah, he was they were all going through this class, and that fool was like the hot shot. Then there was the Iceman who was
Goose.
who was Val Kilmer, and then they ended up doing a training thing, and they go into like illegal airspace, or there's like a fucking mix up, and they go at it with some Russians or some foreign bad guy they put in the movie. I do remember that. And the training fucking
might be Russians again,
exercise,
honestly,
yeah, like turns into a real battle and all this shit.
All right. My
And-
point was saying, Bane is like the preview was dope. I was like, hey, it's like, you know, for a war movie, it's been a while since we had a movie like that. I'm like, hey, it might be dope. So the NFT has some potential, but it depends what route. Because the AMC ones, AMC be getting you, man, and be like, come through, we'll give you this sweet little NFT no one else will have. And just like a fucking slap of fucking, it's like the damn fucking what's it
Like
called?
a back cow.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking slap a picture on the wall.
You know.
No, I'm just saying it before this motherfucker does.
Like, seriously,
But
get me. So it's like,
when I saw
who
the back,
knows?
I expected some sick ass shit.
Some
Like
people did get better ones.
Yeah.
Mine just happened to be
yours
that.
just happened to look like trousers.
But I could trade it. I could do a lot of things to it. You know, kiss my ass. I love my back out. That shit is unique. And dope and Laker colors.
It's got a
It's
face only a
fucking
mother
sick.
can love.
Nah, it's dope. You guys want to see it?
In other news, Omi staking is here on Ascend X. If you're an Omi holder, maybe you want to look into that. What do we know about it? Nothing. I haven't looked into it. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna wait on that one.
What?
You could stake your Omi on Ascend X. But I don't feel like moving my Omi around. I'm just gonna hold it for a second.
So they say you can't hear in America.
We'll see. You can right now. There's no regulation that says you can't stack. But what's happening is the government doesn't want you to stake your crypto, because then that means you're taking your local currency, say your US dollar, and you're converting it to crypto, which, weakens the dollar. And on top of that, these blockchains and these platforms and these coins, they have utilities like that with the staking, and they're giving you ridiculous returns on your investment, right? You're getting 7 to sometimes 15% return, right? And you're getting more crypto, which then you're able to stake that crypto, so it starts to compound, so people get crazy returns on it. So if you got big money, you could put your money in there, and it's like, shit, it's working for you. Now, the reason the government doesn't want this is because they don't want people with big money. Yeah.
Give you even half of that or close to it.
Banks can't match that.
Maybe
and
1%.
Actually, inflation outpaces the money that you're making in the bank. So when your money sits in the bank, you're actually losing money every year because, inflation's outpacing it. So anyway, watch a video on this, do a little thing. But anyway,
I hear what you said. Say
the
again.
thing that Ben was saying about staking being illegal in the United States is that the government's moving away from it.
I said that you can't stake OMI on a Sendex in America.
Oh, that's what it said?
Yeah.
So
other people could do it in other countries, but it's not yet possible in America. Yeah. I think people are trying to figure out a way using a VPN.
I didn't know all that. And because staking right now is kind of a gray area in general, it's kind of moving towards that. And then
plus people say Sendex has been hacked.
And with OMI, it's kind of a young coin. Like, I don't know. I mean, staking sounds great, but I wouldn't put my shit anywhere.
Steak does sound. I'm very hungry.
A cold storage. Put your stuff on a cold storage. Right now, I'm not listening to my own advice. I have my stuff on Bit4X, but I don't have that much. But working on my million. But yeah, now's a great time to buy. Anyway, that's there. What do we know about it? Ben knew that. I haven't looked into it. But yeah, that's all I had written down for this episode. How y'all feeling out there in the chat?
I'm opening one of these packs right here, just one of them. We're gonna see.
Cisco's gonna open up a hero pack right now.
I saw some
live on air. He's gonna hit a $20,000 card.
She was using the scissors, and they're like, "Don't cut the card." It's like, what if I just cut the middle, right through the middle of one, just for shits and giggles.
They should be invincible.
They're not. And
heroes after all.
Don't let me. So Black Adam
knows what's up, dude.
Can't show you guys. Black Adam, not a great mint.
I'm not staking yet, but I will one day.
Don't care.
I am. I'm gonna keep stacking.
Green Lantern, Power Ring, not a great mint. Let me show you guys. I got the Flash. I don't even know how to read these damn things, man. Like the rarity or what kind they are. Because it's supposed to be like Mystic is like the best. You want to see them? Just don't show them to your old ass computer screen.
Why?
Go watch your hands.
You have to go like register them or what?
On the back, you can. Yeah, it's the physical and the digital. You can have both. Cyborg upgrades.
I heard they're fucking waterproof.
Is that what you heard? Got Selena Kyle.
Dick.
Yeah, fucking asshole. Panel 8, one of these panels. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna open the whole pack.
Oh, no one's even able to see with this blurry ass computer, dude.
Man, there's people with better shit than you, and they'll just stop, enhance it. Either way, you need to show off.
Green Lantern's Power Ring.
I understand it, honestly. I'm gonna have to open it all up, check it out, see if I get anything lucky. If not, whatever. It was 60. At least it wasn't 500 gems to check it out. What? Oh, because you spent 500 on the recur? My bad.
Yeah, hating on recur.
550.
He said the feed is so blurry anyways. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it at all. I don't even care.
We're working on getting our video on point. But at least our audio is great. So just close your eyes, buddy. Just blur it all out.
Are we still doing the last time I was watching and I saw that it was like that?
No, I actually paid the Wi-Fi, so it actually should be streaming as far as the thing kind of clear. But yeah, man, honestly, I think the most interesting thing that we could talk about right now is the strategy going forward. And, like we're in the end game.
On tomorrow's drop.
Corey Seal donate money for a new
game.
camera.
What are you guys, or how many copies are you guys going for tomorrow? Tomorrow's drop.
Oh, man, I just saw that.
All right, the Patreon
camera.
page is coming. We've been talking about this. Corey said he's down to donate to help us get a camera. Actually, Corey, you know what's funny? Is we have a camera right there, better than my laptop. But what we need is a converter. It's like a cable that converts it. It's only like $50, $60. We're
on episode 15. You haven't told us that. You just made us send you rent money. You could have bought a wire.
not, or actually, it's probably like a little more.
But back to tomorrow's drop.
All right.
I'm a father, okay?
tomorrow's
I got a
drop.
1-year-old. It's hard for me to
Tomorrow's
get
drop.
out.
It's 87.
I got a 2-year-old.
I think the secret rare cover looks fucking dope.
Which
Old
one is it?
school. Cable.
I'm buying one.
Yeah,
Oh, so
right. He
he's
says
only
he's gonna
getting
buy
one?
7 of
He's
them
only getting
tomorrow once
one.
it comes through.
I'm not only.
I'll probably buy
one.
3 or 4.
That's how you don't. Secret rare
I'll buy
or an
3.
ultra rare.
I still haven't hit a secret rare,
Just get
so I'll buy
one.
3.
Doesn't work. Doesn't help.
Wait, so then what do you think? Do you think we get another big drop besides Obi-Wan the rest of this month in the next 2 weeks? And by big drop, what is that? What would you consider? What does it have to be a big drop to you?
I truly believe right now, because we saw 3 drops, in the last week, 2 weeks in a row, that Veve is now consciously lowering the drop amounts for fatigue a bit. And kind of noticing that this time in the market, maybe I'm looking into it a little too much, but that's kind of what it feels like. Because if they wanted to, they could drop 3 comics every week. They could do another series. Comics are the easiest thing to drop, right? But they've given us some heavy hitters, and now like with 3 drops a week, I mean, damn, yeah, they're slowing it down a bit for whatever reason. Might be like I'm saying, because they kind of notice, and since Obi-Wan's gonna be such a huge one, I mean, whatever it may be, they have to deliver something.
Well, either way, May 4th was a Wednesday, and then the Thor drop. What would you consider? Like that's a big drop, so right? Thor was still a big drop, right? So that's what I'm saying. So
signed this month, that's gonna be one drop. That should still be something that's
which one?
But like Sparks, not
sign.
really an expensive
remember too,
one or
the
one to flip,
27th
but
lands-
just something that
lands-
everyone's excited about. I know I'm pumped up to have the Veve sign just to have it. Hopefully, it's only like 5 gems though, because
it says 60. What was that? Just a picture someone
fuck
posted
that.
or what?
No, that was a joke. You guys didn't
That's
get it. It said Veve with VEEV.
I know, I saw that, so I was just like, what the hell is this?
It wasn't an extra E, man. Like, it's just a joke.
Yeah, because they said it was gonna be one
That's
letter.
gonna drop this month. It's supposed to. It's what they said. So I know I'd be pumped up for that. I don't know about y'all. You guys pumped up for that out there or not? You guys care less.
No, it's gonna be dope to try to get them, and for them
I'm
to
only going
test
for
out.
1 comic tomorrow. That's it. I'm trimming the fat.
I bet
We'll
you
see. We'll
next
follow.
week we'll come back and he'll be like, I went for 4.
That buy now button was just calling me.
I got 1 on my phone and on Celeste's phone.
So I got 4, and they were all comments. But you know what else? I bought 15 more comments because I got them for under $8. Yeah. Last week he was like, I have $400 for Obi-Wan. This week he's like, I got $150 for Obi-Wan. He's like, but I got 17 Thors.
I think I'm gonna hit a secret rare tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. That's
'Cause
what I
I've been
always
doing.
think.
I've been doing secret rare gate. I've been
Which is
hitting.
what? What's secret rare gate?
I can't tell you guys. Does that kill me?
Nah, I saw someone
Nah,
post it too. I was
secret
gonna
rare
inquire.
gate. It's not real. I've always done it. It's actually been what I do for the most
Say it, fool.
part. At 10 seconds, you exit the page and you go back in.
I do that all the
That's the
time.
lie, exactly.
That's a risk
But
I
people
play
are
with.
like,
And it's
but
not,
I have
and
it.
you have
People
anxiety.
swear by it though on Twitter.
You
They're
have
like,
anxiety. You're like,
I
oh,
have
it
it,
better let me
though.
back in.
Yeah, when it starts,
Let
the
me
circle
back
goes
in.
a little longer.
Hurry up. And you're like, hurry the hell up. Yeah. I've done that. That's not a gate. That's nothing.
They say it is. They're like secret rare gate. Even though what's the name? Veve Vault was the one saying.
See, a lot of people
He
are
said
hitting
he's
here,
hit
so
2 on it. He said he's hit 2 secret.
He hit 2 out of 3 when he did that. I was watching. And then he hit 1. He hit the.
But it's something that he barely started doing, or he's done it forever. All right, so I was doing that since before, so it didn't work. It doesn't work that way.
Ha, Veve Vault.
I don't think it works that way, but I mean, whatever. I mean, you want to. It's worth it if it's gonna go through, but that risk it is that gives me anxiety. Exiting now, I usually stop like at 20 seconds or 15 seconds now, just because I'm messing up too. And you notice on the Thor one when it said buy now, it shifted. It shifted
Yeah,
up.
it did. That show was
I couldn't.
fucked
I
up.
was all tapping.
It got
and
me. It couldn't do
whoop,
Space
shifted
Gate.
up and boom. Yeah, Space Gate didn't work.
Couldn't
It
do
left the
Space
space
Gate.
there to notify me
On which one?
on Thor.
For Thor.
It had to notify me and
Everyone
it,
said it.
and it moved
Everyone
up.
thought it was a glitch. I'm like, no, maybe
Yeah.
he's just doing that now.
He's like, let's see
They
if let's
saw
show
the
a curve
videos
button.
and they're like,
Next, you know,
boom.
you're gonna have to find the buy now button. Fool. First one to find it, you gotta buy this
Now
shit.
we're gonna be running from fucking up the bots, huh?
Yep. You gotta actually know where it's at.
That shit got me.
So no more big drops, Mickey says. How about you, Ben? You don't think so?
I
Besides
think
Obi-Wan.
I think we're still gonna get a big
we have
drop.
Memorial Day. Memorial Day's at the end of the month.
I
That's a
think we're
Monday.
gonna get a big drop. There's too many
I
days
think that'll be a
left in the
stamp.
month.
That's a good stamp day, I
We're
think.
barely halfway through the month. There's still 13 days, which is 2 weeks essentially. I do think we will get another.
All right,
huge
so what's a
drop
big drop?
before the 27th?
Huge drop.
There is 9 days in between. Yeah, we're gonna get a huge drop.
All right,
in
so then
between.
what's huge in your eyes? Like
I don't
besides
know, but
penis.
they're gonna do something. There's too many days in between.
That's why. So what? Like what do you anticipate? What
There's
could it
only
be?
9 days.
It's too many.
But in the last 14 days, we've only gotten 6 drops. So and from those 6 drops, you can call Thor, the biggest drop of that. I mean, well, obviously May the 4th, which was same. May the 4th, we had a great week. We're all happy. We hit. Prices went up.
Nah, I was
Star
happy. I didn't
Wars,
come to the
everyone's
podcast.
friggin' talking.
Natalie was all
And the
happy.
same thing's gonna happen with May 27th if we get anything Star Wars. It won't matter. And if we get Darth Vader, yes, it will be. It might be interesting because the crypto and NFT space is so down too that this type of news too and type of cool shit, because it is cool. And you saw it too with Star Wars. Even when I posted it on my Instagram that I got the Star Wars comic, like I got a lot of DMs, like more than usual when I post Veve.
What if they do an exclusive at that event?
I think they will. That's what I'm saying. We gotta go. But anyway, when I posted that, dude, a lot of people hit me up. No way. What the hell? Where is that? Where'd you get that at? And like older heads too. What they dropped some type of a poster. I'm just like, nah, this is I explained it to them. And then everyone was like, that's dope. That's dope. I'm like, Star Wars will always have that connection, and like general, anyone in the world, you show them some Star Wars shit, they're going to know what it is. And yeah, I think it's going to save the day. Veve knows it too. It knows it's got an ace in the pocket. So it's not tripping if it needs to just dump a few right now or just, come on. When was the last time every show we've done 15 weeks, we've had 5 drops or more? We never had 3. We had 3 last
Vader
week,
or
and we
Obi-Wan.
had 3 this week.
I think it's gonna be both. Just like Ben predicted. I think it's gonna be that, and it might even be like young Vader and him with the helmet off, even and like if they put 2 posters, we don't know what it could be, but I think it will because they just announced the new director for like the new Star Wars movie, like who it's gonna be, and then like so they're gonna move the franchise forward. Still, they have new people to attach, like the fandom to. So might as well put out these for all the old heads right now because they have more shit to do on May the 4th next year and the following year. Like it's a big ass franchise. So I mean, it feels like they did the old school movie poster for May the 4th. So it's like,
what
why
if they
wouldn't
just did one?
They're gonna do Ewoks, five
moment,
different Ewoks.
One golden moment, Darth Vader statue, $300. That's it.
Going for it.
Going for it.
Going for it.
Yep.
Because that's the only one we get that low ass mint. My number 41.
Because I just keep going back to that David Hugh, in his room. He had the lightsaber. He had the statue of
So what if it's a lightsaber
of Darth Vader? No, but I don't know. I thought lightsabers might be for May the 4th, and then maybe they gave us the 5th. But once they only gave us the 4th, then you're like, okay, they're only giving us. They're not gonna do every day, and we might get. And we even argued about it. We might get multiple ones in May. I'm talking on the 15th, the 17th. Is this day, and so.
You're the one doing that. I don't know why you changed your voice when you're the one who was saying
You were
all
the one.
shit.
I said we're only getting those 2. We're only getting those 2.
Go back, watch tape.
We're only getting May the 4th, and we're only getting Obi-Wan. That's what I've been saying since.
That's a
the
lie.
show.
Video's kind of blurry. Remember, he's the one on the far.
The Empire Strikes Back came out on this day. A New Hope came out on this day, so it's gonna drop. And then he said all
talking about
kinds
the
of shit,
Vanity
and
Fair. Coop.
You know what?
Corey's talking about that. See,
You were wrong, bro, and it's okay to admit that. All right, it's all good.
we're gonna get Pixar
But
pals.
We're gonna say
Buzz
we are gonna get
Lightyear.
another huge drop this month. Besides the Star Wars.
while Star Wars is doing their own Disney Plus now
Besides.
series and stuff, and moving into building that whole because they saw the success of the
Well, they made
Mandalorian.
Star Wars
The
Land. Dude,
Mandalorian
Star Wars
2
Land's
wasn't
only been around
just-
for what?
Wasn't just successful like people watching it, but it was like culturally successful. Baby Yoda, the Mandalorian. No one ever cared about the Mandalorian much in any of the. He wasn't the main character, Boba Fett, or any of them in any of the previous movies. The Disney Plus series made that. That's why too with America Chavez, like if they give her own Disney Plus,
Dude, they're
she's
gonna do the
Latina,
Young Avengers. They've already. I told you this last week.
Okay, I know.
Listen.
But are you stacking the comic, you motherfucker? No.
Oh, sorry, I don't have money. I told him I don't have gems. Now look at him.
$5.
Now look at
Oh,
him.
make a
Now look
donation,
at him.
Corey. Send Cisco
Now
$5
look at
so he
him.
could fucking
He's
stack
my
America
brother.
Chavez.
Send me 3 of them.
I can't transfer because
Send
of
me
all the
3.
bots.
No, send me money. Send it to me right now. Hand
Fuck
it. I'll
you.
get
We
it
don't
right
even
now.
have enough to buy a
But
camera
are you stacking them?
converter.
You just said it's gonna go 50% lower. Why the hell would I stack now? You're the idiot buying it at 5 when I'm gonna get it at 250, baby.
It's not gonna go under 250. It'll be at $10 before.
No.
It'll be at $10 before Wonder Woman hits 500.
Man, those things
Nah, I
aren't
don't
gonna.
know. I
Honestly,
don't
this is the
think
truth.
that.
Those
I
things
don't
aren't
think
gonna
that.
take off.
that one?
They're not gonna take off
I think
until.
Wonder Woman pumps fast.
There's gonna
and
be
when
a
she goes
there's
on
gonna
her
be a
pump, I think
controversial
people
take,
are
dude.
gonna just like
There's gonna be a
she's just gonna skyrocket.
This is gonna be a
dude.
controversial take. Those ones won't take off until people can sexualize those characters. America Chavez in the comics. No, dude, America Chavez in the comics is not like the same as America Chavez in the movie, and they can't sexualize her like that. The girl hawk, whatever, the lady hawk, the one.
Good.
her
I'm
too.
glad they
I'm not
didn't.
saying they wanted to. I'm saying you're saying when they take
Fucking
off.
pervert.
Not pervert. You're going, dude. You don't think fools jacked off to comics when they first came out? That's what it was for, dude. Like they would literally get comics no matter.
This is why David you blocked us. This is
No,
why
you're
he
not
hasn't
blocked.
got. This is what he hasn't
What up,
got the
David?
web platform.
4 years from now,
invitation.
when I'm live streaming from David you yacht in my room, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You go ahead, man. You sleep there tonight."
Who
Thanks,
wants to
Dave.
sleep with David you? This is horrible.
It's the implications, you know, like nothing's gonna happen if
I was
say
just
no.
trying to talk about tomorrow to drop and shit. You had another one.
I'm not lying though. It's true.
Vader, Yoda, Golden. But is Yoda gonna be in the new series? They haven't said anything about a Yoda, right?
And who's
Yoda
gonna play
sighting?
him? Who's gonna play Yoda?
No, he's dead already at this point because this is all post.
No,
Is he
this is
dead?
with
I
Darth
keep losing
Vader.
the
Darth
timeline.
Vader's alive.
No, this is after episode 3. This is in between. So Luke is a baby, and all that.
Okay, that's why. So Yoda's alive. Yoda's
So yeah,
in
no, he
episode-
is. He is
Yoda's
alive.
in episode
All right,
6.
well, then a golden moment. Vader and Yoda, just those two.
You can't put Yoda any
Break-
color but green, bro.
break
That would be whack.
The internet.
That would be whack. What about
break the
the
app.
first green golden moment?
They got Slimer,
It's not a golden moment.
like Alex in Vegas got Slimer. That was in the
Oh.
chat.
Yeah,
no-
see, they might do that.
I think we're gonna get June 20th. You know what? I'm glad.
I
We
wish it
got
wasn't
multiple.
Obi-Wan
We got
Day.
multiple Star Wars.
But look, do you
comic
see it
drops.
more as all right? But do you see it more as the Star Wars Celebration Day
How
or
in the hell
Obi-Wan
did
drop
we
day?
get multiple comic drops for $15? Yet Star Wars is going for $60 for the common right now in the market.
Because Star Wars
But not enough demand in that. But then people are what? It's just the community
CP3
is
is under
stacking.
1K.
So are we just buying it from each other at this point? But there ain't new people coming in and buying it. Or my homie who had to use the app in months, and I'm the one who told him to download it. He only went on for the drop for Star Wars, and he missed it. Then he goes on after and buys a rare for $100, like a 4-digit rare, and he's like, "It's a good one to get, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's dope. That's a good one." I'm like, "Make sure you get the common though." I'm like, "That's the one that the collectors will probably want because it's the OG cover." And I'm like, "And might as well get uncommon too because hey, it's the OG movie poster. So one day, 20 years from now, 10 years, we'll be like, this is the first movie poster of Star Wars on the blockchain, and it'll be a catalyst for it to fucking moon, And we've been there. We've been the ones looking at those videos. When it was January and February, there was not one YouTuber, not one video, not one that said, "Hey, maybe you should sell some of your collectibles right now. Like, stop looking for a
No, it's
catalyst."
like you better buy one now before you could never get one.
right?
Hurry.
Yeah.
There
Not
was-
financial advice.
There was this
I
one
just
dude.
think-
He was this Asian dude, and he was this
He's
investor.
not anymore.
He was Asian.
He's not anymore.
Well, I'm
guys.
telling you, from me, like when I saw him, he was Asian.
Oh,
you know?
it doesn't matter. He's
Oh
Asian.
my god, there was this dude. He's an Asian dude, right?
He could just be a dude.
I'm just giving you the visual. Not that matters.
Oh, wait,
but,
let me
but
picture
maybe
him
you
now.
know him from the
Oh.
internet because
So he does have a name.
he does have a name. Not he doesn't. His government name is
Asian dude, number one. Go ahead.
Anyway, he's pretty famous. I forgot his name. But he's like, "I'm selling this. I'm selling all this shit." And yeah, I did the Asian voice too because I don't care. He's like, "Walt Disney, 35,000. Fuck this. Why are you making a thing? Just let me do the Asian voice. So what? This is how we sounded. That's not right."
anything. I don't say anything. He said, "Oh, I was pretty bad." Any Asian fans out there? It will, it's not us. It's him.
If he were to
I
imitate
don't
me,
like-
he'd be like,
That's what you said. He said, "Oh,
"This Mexican fool."
No,
I
he'll be like,
wouldn't be
like Eddie
mad.
Murphy said. "Oh, humbug up."
No, see, I didn't do all that. I'm just saying he was emphasizing the fact that he was like,
Man,
"Walt Disney at 50,000, I'm selling this shit." This thing
But who,
does
like
make
you said,
no
who was
sense.
buying them at that?
No
though? Like,
sense. No, he was listing them, dude. They were selling in 5 seconds. He was live.
oh, he was.
He listed his Todd. He had multiples too, and he's like, I forgot the dude's name. And someone made a video. I think Caval made a video like clowning him, like
reacting.
look at this fool, and he's saying that the market's too hot, that these prices will never last. But look across the board, like everything's up. We have the mass adoption and all the shit. And they were clowning them, and I'm like, this was stupid, but and even then he was going in and like, oh man, I could buy this one back, like at the end too, even as he said, he's like, I could buy these back later. And then he's like almost back walking what he was saying, but he was literally signing them right there live. And he just said it had gotten ridiculous. Like we're in euphoria stage. It doesn't make any sense that this was just $40, a few months ago. And now it's at $400. He's all $400. I'm already at a 10x, and I'm not thinking about selling. Like, no, we've lost it. Sell it. If you're on Veve, sell that shit. And everyone's like, FUD. And honestly, that fool was 100% right. Like,
now he's buying all your guys' stuff.
Now he's right there, probably sweeping the floors, But I mean, and he could have been wrong and looked like a.
I heard sold his Wonder Woman for 1,000 gems.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one fucking
Some for Viva Mezcal.
I heard he put a back out on that Wonder Woman now. Heard she looks badass.
All right, by next week we're having a nicer camera set up. We're gonna get the Patreon set up, and what else? I'm gonna start chopping up some of the videos. Some of these videos.
You said we're gonna do a live pop up.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about the pop up. So we're gonna be doing a Veve Bros live in Los Angeles, probably at our friend's bar in Boyle Heights or at Angel City Brewery in downtown. We're not sure yet, but we will be going live on the spot. Anyone based in LA, anyone wants to come out, have some beers with us, post up while we do Veve Bros on location. And I'll be talking about a little bit more, but it's just an idea I want to float around. So anyone out there who is from the area that wants to come out, hit us up, and yeah, let's plan it out.
Or if you're from Canada and you want to fly out, this will let you sleep in the living room on the couch. You want to hang out, then fly back the next day.
That always works.
He said, for us. It's actual offer on the table. Let us know.
Oh man, what an episode!
All right, so I think we are gonna get one more big drop though. We'll see what it is. What do you think this weekend?
You're still harping about the.
What do you think, huh? What do you think, huh?
We're not getting this weekend. We're not getting shit. We're gonna get another couple comics
Tomorrow,
and we're just gonna let it.
All right,
build
right
up
there,
to
right, fine.
Obi-Wan.
But did you not answer my question?
Have to switch.
More about Obi-Wan or about Star Wars Day? Do you think it's more about Obi-Wan or about Star Wars Day? What do you think is going to be the focal point?
That is a good question, Cisco. Actually,
I asked you fucking 15 minutes ago and you didn't answer.
That's a good one. I'm not sure. I don't know. You're right.
Because that goes
Star
to the
Wars
Benz
Day,
thing. It could be at 8 o'clock and 12 o'clock. There could be the two drops like that.
But that post,
because of the show.
they put this, and we're kicking off
Day.
and the Star Wars Day on that celebration.
Yeah,
Star Wars
celebration.
Day, so. It's a good one.
Well, we'll see. I want to thank you guys again, right? You guys something else to lead off with or what? We're going to sign off or what's going on?
Yeah, we're done.
We're signing off. The Veve Bros. Thanks for tuning in another week.
We'll see you guys next week for sure. Remember,
all the shit that happens, there will be a big drop.
Hulk.
I guarantee you when we come in next week, we'll be talking about this big drop or semi-big drop. This week will not be silent. I highly doubt that. And we'll see.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see. We will see. Thank you guys.
Peace.
Shouts out to our peeps. We're out of here. Peace.
Shout out to everybody. All the non-fudders. You motherfudders. Y'all are motherfuckers.
You guys got this shit.